Good morning, everyone. I am going to just give you a quick video and show you how easy it is to make fresh homemade soup. I'm not going to show you myself because I just got done working out, but I wanted to make the soup and I wanted to show you guys how easy it is. So I've already peeled my butternut squash, and it's easier if you peel it and then cut it first, a second, just because the skin is so tough. So I've peeled it, I've cut it into big chunks. I've got my onion, I have my carrots, some garlic. I'm going to use dates instead of the brown sugar and dried apples that the recipe calls for. It's just a more natural sweetener that you can use. I kind of do a modified paleo life. I try to avoid as much sugar as possible. So in the recipe, it does also call for heavy cream. In this recipe, I will be using coconut milk to put instead to kind of keep it paleo and healthy. So the recipe, like I said, it calls for brown sugar, it calls for cinnamon. I personally have a cinnamon allergy, so I'm going to use allspice instead. And I'm just going to kind of go through how to do this. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just pour in my water. It's very important that you go in the order in which it tells you to do in the recipe. They have it kind of down to a science to make sure that everything is layered just so that it gets blended perfectly. So the next thing I'm going to do is add my brown sugar, which we'll just say it's 3 dates. Then I'm going to do my salt. There we go. And cinnamon and ginger, woo, just really allspice. And then I'm going to put in my butternut squash. So those are butternut squash into chunks. And then, then the carrots, my onion, okay. And my garlic cloves. Those you do have to peel, not like our garlic press. And then the rest of my dates on top. Okay, I'm gonna put the lid on. There we go. And I'm gonna turn the setting to soup. So we'll turn our knob until we get to the soup setting there, and that will light up. And then you simply hit start. Now it's gonna be loud, so be prepared. And the rumble starts. So basically what it's going to do, it's going to grind and spin and heat up. So you can see that's the temperature that it's currently at. So this can get up to 220 degrees. So when I say that it's a cooking blender, that's exactly what it is. You don't have to do all the cooking on the stove or bake it in the oven beforehand to soften it up before you blend it up. So it's going to start heating up. It'll spin a little bit, grind it, heat up, spin a little bit, grind it. And it'll take about 30 minutes. For it to completely finish. And when it's done, it's going to be this very smooth, flavorful, tasty soup. And then what I'm going to do is, oops, I didn't need to see my sink, is I've got these 1 cup silicone cups. I'll just drop it on the floor. These come in a set of 6, and you can get it with a rack, which is kind of awesome. So it has 6 on the rack. And then I will put those in the fridge. You can put some in the freezer, but basically what I do is then I just take one of these cups to work, and I heat it up in the microwave for a minute or 2, and I have fresh soup. There is a recipe in the book for a granola, so you could make your own granola. I did find some at Costco that I enjoy, so I'm going to use that on top of it, and it really kind of gives a little crunch to it, but you can eat it without it. And again, you can kind of see it bubbling up. We're at 100 degrees. And then you just see it bubbling. This is a glass container, so it will get hot, so you do want to avoid touching the glass itself. there is a knuckle guard here in the handle. So when you do kind of pull it off, you're not going to burn your fingers by touching the handle. It has a little lip here so that when you lift it off, you can use this hand instead of grabbing the side of it. As we continue to heat. So again, this takes about 30 minutes. What I'm going to do is take breaks, pause, and then come back. And so I'm not going to make you sit on here for the whole 30 minutes. We'll try to make this about a 10-minute demo, just so you can watch and see the progression of it. But it's so easy. Now what's going to happen is when it gets to a certain point, and I'll show you at that point, it'll be the next thing, is that it's going to say add in. That's probably really at the end, so maybe I'll come back actually about halfway through, and then at the end when it says add in, because it's really, you're just adding in the cream part to make it a little creamy, and then you'll just pulse it for a few seconds, and that's pretty much what you're going to do. So again, this is cooking. It's not heating, it's actually cooking it. There's a stainless steel plate at the bottom that's providing the heat and, you know, cooking the food. So it cooks and it grinds. It's super awesome. I just love this blender. So I'll be back momentarily. Okay, so we're probably about halfway through the cooking process. As you can see, it's bubbling up. And it's chopping it into very tiny pieces as it's cooking. And the temperature's now at 183 degrees. It's grinded. We have the vented cap. Sometimes you can see a little steam coming out. But it is definitely cooking. Love it. And this is so easy. Like, I really do feel like I can go in the other room. I could even probably take a shower, but I'm not gonna. But I can do other things. I can make other foods, or I could, you know, do something with my kids. It's one of those things I don't feel like I need to be tending to the pot to make sure it's stirring and not scorching and things like that. So again, so we're like at 189 degrees. I'll come back in just a minute when we've gotten a little bit closer to the end. Just a reminder, this is cooking, it's not heating, so it's a little bit different. And the blades in there are pulverizing all the food, so it's just kind of, and it controls itself. So the motor doesn't, it kind of basically keeps itself from overheating. Now, can it happen? Sure. But it really does a great job of making sure that it doesn't get too hot, it doesn't get too high, it has its ebbs and flows. It's called the 2 peak horsepower, which means at the highest level of power, it's at 2 horsepower. Okay, so it's a very strong motor, but it doesn't constantly go. It's more of a, well, you can just really see it cooking, and I'm fascinated by this. I'm sure you're just as fascinated as me, but I love this blender. So I'll be back. We'll be a little closer to the end, where we'll add in the coconut milk and we'll have our finished product. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so we've gotten to the point where it starts to count down. We're at 210 degrees. You can see we're at a pretty smooth consistency already. There's still a few little chunks in there and bits. It's steaming because it's hot, and it's just continuing to bubble. Let's see if you can see through that or not. Sorry. But as you can see, I'm going to have about 6 cups of, so that'll make 6 servings of butternut squash soup. So healthy for you, so full of packed of vitamins and minerals, and I know exactly what's going to go in it. You know, and the thing that I do love about the way that Pampered Chef does things is they actually, look at that bubbling. I know it's addictive, I'm sorry. But they do try to be very conscientious of our health and what we're putting into our bodies. So it was a big reason why they created something like this so that we can control what we're eating and what we're doing. This is a great quick lunch or dinner. You could, you know, make some grilled cheese with it or something like that. You could even add our enrichables in it. I did not do that this time, but that would be certainly something you could add in at the end. Let me just show you on our recipe. So, I don't know if it'll focus or not. I'll just scan it. So it tells you like 1 cup is a serving. It's 250 calories. Total fat is 13 grams. Now, it's probably less than that because I'm using the coconut milk instead of the heavy cream. And then cholesterol, sodium, carbs, so definitely high in carbs, but they're the good carbs. There's 4 grams of fiber. Now the sugars are probably going to be a little bit lower because I use dates. Dates naturally are high in sugar, but they're a little more, there's more fiber. So it might have a little more fiber in it, just the way that I do it, but 4 grams of protein. So if you wanted to really boost this meal, you could add a couple of packets of the pea protein powder. That would be adding, so 1 packet would be 10 grams, 2 packets would be 20, and you know, 10 grams would add like what, 1.5 extra grams per serving, or you could do 3 extra grams per serving of protein and really make this, boost this meal to make it a super power-packed soup, super soup. Anyway, again, I will be back. All right, so we're down to the last 30 seconds. It's kind of making sure that everything's nice and ground up. So then we hit cancel. Now the vented cap, you're just going to twist and take off, and just be careful because it's going to be hot. And this is where we're going to add in our cream or coconut milk. So I'm going to put that in. I'm going to put the lid back on. Oh my gosh, if only you guys could smell this. Come counterclockwise. And then I'm just going to do pulse for 5 seconds. You can do it a little longer if you want, just to make sure that the cream is incorporated, and then you just hit cancel. Okay, now like I said, this is hot. We saw it was at 210 degrees, so when you take your lid off, be very careful. So we just slide it off, making sure not to burn ourselves. Okay. See, I'm going to do this so y'all can see. So I'm going to put my hand here and then lift back, okay? And you can kind of see how that's set up. So it's not a twisting motion. And we'll just pour our soup, and look how creamy that is. Ooh, we're going to steam up the camera. And then set that back on there. Okay. And then I've got my granola to go on top. You can make your own, or like I said, I found this stuff at Costco. It's pretty yummy, but there is a recipe in there if you want to make your own. This is going to be hot, so again, each serving is 5 cups, or each serving is a cup, and so I put about a cup in there. I've got my granola. It's going to be so tasty for my lunch today. So let me know if you're interested in getting this blender. It is super awesome. Retail price is $349. You can get it at 60% off if you host a party. There's a couple different ways to do that over the next couple months. So there's pretty much until the end of the year, I believe, you should be able to host a party, whether it's virtual, in person, and get it at for just $140. But even at $349, this blender is phenomenal. And it's well worth it. It's definitely cheaper than its competitor that is on the market. I love that it has a glass container versus plastic. I have been just searching for something that I could make soups in, and so I'm super excited that I have something that I don't have to worry about it cracking. So I did go over a little bit on my time limit. I'm at 15 minutes, so I'm going to say goodbye now and say thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you have any questions, or feel free to comment below if you think you might be interested in hosting a party, or if you want more information, you can go to my website. It's pamperedchef.biz/ccoletta, which is CCOLETTA. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.